So this is the year-end closing we have in the SAP S/4HANA. What are the steps? It is saying that when you are going to enter a new year, so the user will be experiencing some this kind of error, and if these kind of error if they are experiencing, then it means that we have not performed the year-end activities, or the year-end activities have not been performed completely properly. So I'm taking a company code, it is 2266. For this 2266, we can just see, go to the detail. So we have taken the fiscal year variant, it is 66. And if we just go to the fiscal year variant with the help of OB29 transaction code, so 66 is what? So let's search for the 66. It is the calendar year, and this calendar year has 16 period, 12 normal, 4 special. So we can go to the balance check, and balance check we can do with the help of FS10N. We can put any GL. Let's say I am taking the GL 400 100 in the company code 2266, and we have the fiscal year, it is the previous year 2024, which has ended in December 2024. Now we are in the month of, it is the March, so this is the new year, and in the new year we want to post the entry into the third period. So we can just go to the execute button. Let's see the balance entry. So here we are just checking the balance. In this we can just see the balance for this account. It is showing 125,008 872. Likewise, we can take the balance sheet account. Let's take the reconciliation account 100 500, and this 100 500 we have the vendor account balance, sundry creditor balance, and we can just see we have a balance of 340,199. So this is the balance, and this is the closing balance. So if we have performed the year-end activity, so this closing balance should be the opening balance for the 2025. So let's see if the same balance we have for the opening as the opening balance for the 2025. So that we need to just check, and let's have here the fiscal year 2025. Click on the execute button. So you can just see we don't have here the balance for the 2025. Likewise, all the balance sheet account for which you want to see the opening balance, so system is showing nothing, or it is showing no data found. It means that the year-end activity has not been performed. Okay. We can see one more example. Let's say we are trying to post some document into the 2025, and for the document posting we have gone to the F-02, and we are taking the account. Let's say I'm posting some balance into the cash account, so I'm taking the date as current date 2025, and we have the document type as a company code, and you can just see this system has automatically derived the period as 3. Now we can go to the GL. Let's have here the cash account 200 100. So you can just see it will just show you that your period in the new year 2025 period 3 is not open. So it means that we need to first do the opening closing of period. That is the first step in your year-end activity. So we need to have the new year, as well as we need to also open the relevant period. So in order to open the relevant period in the new year, so where we will go to the transaction code OB52, and we can have the posting period variant. It is 2266. And then we can give here the period, it is 3 we want to open. Opening closing period, it is 3 to 3. So period range we have, it is the current period, and the year we are taking, it is 2025. Then we have period 3 for the other account type, and this is we want to have for the other account type also 2025. So we have now maintained the data for the new year, which is 2025, and new period that we are going to open, it is the current period 3. After that we can press enter button and we can save it. Click on the save option. Now once again we can go back to the posting, and we can now just close this, and we can now press enter button. Press enter button. So now you can just see the error message got changed, but still we are getting the error that the number range for 2025 has not been extended yet for this company code 2266. So that is the reason the error is coming. So user would not be able to do the posting. So what we need to do? So we need to extend our number range which we have maintained for 2024. So the number range we need to maintain for the 2025 as well. Where to check the number range? We can go to the FBN1 transaction code, and we can go to the company code ID. It is 2266 and display the interval. So you can just see the number range we have for the different number ranges we have maintained for the year 2024, but we have not maintained the same number ranges for the new year, that is 2025. So this is what we need to do. So for that, either you can do it manually, but in the real time, so this thing manually, it is a big task. Okay, it will take time to just copy one by one or add the number ranges one by one for all your number ranges. So what we can do, so whatever the number ranges you have for the 2024, same number ranges if you want to get extended to the next year, that is the new year. So for that you can use a transaction code ID. Here I have mentioned in the practice sheet also. It is the OBH2. Transaction code ID is OBH2. So let's enter here transaction code ID OBH2. And in this OBH2, so press enter button. So you need to give the company code reference. So if you want to do it for a single company or for multiple company, actually system is asking for the source fiscal year. Let it be 2024, and 2025 is my new year. Now go to the multiple selection, and in this multiple selection you can add more company code as well. So I'm just going to do for the company code 2266. I'm not using this multiple selection option. Then it is saying that which number ranges you want to get extended to the new year. So those number ranges we can maintain here as it is. If it is all, then we can maintain as 0, 1 to 99. But if you have a selective number ranges that you want to get extended, so those number ranges you can maintain here, okay, under the multiple selection. And after that, you need to mention from which year you want to pick the reference and where you want to get extended. So we have the previous year 2024. We want to get extended to the year 2025. So click on the execute button. It is saying that you are changing the setting, confirm it. Okay, click on the yes option. Now here it is saying that except the 19 which already exists in the year in the company code 2266. So all the number ranges system has added. How to verify it? So for this we can just go back to the FBN1, go to the company code, and then we can go to the display option. So here we can just see now. So all those number ranges system has extended to the year 2025. You can see the current number, it is just showing as 000. Okay, means we have not done any posting for 2025. Okay, but still there are activities which we need to do it. So we can go back to the document posting f-02, and let's try to make the posting for the same cash GL, and let's take the amount as how much. It is 50,000, and this is what cash from share capital, another balance sheet account, and overview the posting, save it. So the document posted successfully. Let's see the document. Go and check the document, and we'll also see if this document has changed the account balance. In order to check the account balance, we can go to the FSCM and we can check for 200, 100 what is the balance we have for year 2025. So you can just see it is showing us a balance of 50,000, but still we have not received the opening balance from the previous year. So the balance we have for the 2024, so that should have been, system should have shown as a opening balance. So that is not still coming. Okay, here you can just see it is 188,883.72. it should have added this 50,000 and it should have given us the total amount, okay, here in the 2025. So that is not being done by the system, and this is not for the only one balance sheet account, but all the balance sheet account as well as for the P&L account. So we can go to the transaction code OB53, where we have maintained the or confirm the retained earning account number. So our chart of account is 2266, and then we can just see this is the retained earning account we have proposed. So this retained earning account now we can create. So we can go to the, so let's give the number as 1999, and then we can just save, and we can go to the FS00 for the creation of GL. We can give the number as 1999 in the company code 2266. Let it be the number as 1999. Then company code ID 2266. Go to the new account, new entry. Here we can give the GL account type as ID as balance sheet account group as liability, give the name as retained earning account. Go to the control data, only balance in local currency, sort key, and then bank interest tab, field status group G01, save. Now, in order to do this carry forward, so we have the transaction code. It is saying that we can carry forward our balances to the P&L account, and whatever the vendor and customers account. So for those accounts also we can transfer or we can carry forward the balances. So before this, if I just show you, so let's have here the example for the P&L account. So we have 400, 100, and this is we have for the 2266 for the year 2024 for the previous year. So the balance is 125,872, and we can just see if that balance we need to now transfer to the retained earning account. So for this we need to go to the transaction code. It is FAGLGVTR. So that is the transaction code we need to use. So here I have tried to show the balance for the previous year, and then we can see for this is actually for the balance sheet account. So here let's go to the transaction code FK10N. This we use for the subledger account balance for the vendor, and for the 2266 let's see the vendor number. Go to the company code wise. So let's take any vendor. Let's say one. It is 10519. So this is the balance we have, and this balance we have for 2024. So you will see the balance for 2025. It should be the closing balance should be the opening balance for the 2025. So it is not coming. Same thing we can do it for the FD tenant, that is for the customer. So let's check the balance for the customer in the company code 2266, and once again go to the company code ID, enter. So we can take customer number. So for 2025 no balance. Let's see the balance for previous year. So closing balance is there, but for the same customer, opening balance for current year it is not coming. So in order to do this balance transfer, so it is saying that we need to run a transaction code. It is FAGL So let's run this transaction code ID FAGL and after that we need to confirm our ledger. So for which ledger you want to transfer the balance, for which company code. If you have multiple company code, accordingly you can give here the range, or you can just select those company codes under the multiple selection. Carry forward to which year? So because we want to carry forward the balances to the current year, that is 2025. So let's have here the year as 2025. And first we'll go with the test run, then we'll go with the actual run. So we can click on the execute button. Now we can just go back, remove the checkbox, execute again. So here it is saying that no issue found. So balance carry forward activity completed. And now let's see the balance once again. So we can go to the FSCM once again, and let's check any balance sheet account. Let's have it the cash account. This is for the 2024 execute. So it is 188,883.72. Let's check the balance, opening balance for the same account this year, 2025. So now you can just see the balance has come, and we can also see this is the current, this is the this year posted. So based on that, the now the net balance is 188. It is 1,38,883.72. Likewise, we can also check the balance for the Sunday creditor 100 500, and we can just see the balance for this year. So now system has started showing the balance or opening balance for this year. Okay. We can also check the retained earning account balance. So this is a retained earning account. Execute. So this much balance has come from the all your P&L account. So whether that those have the debit or credit balance. So that balance has been now carried forwarded to this retained earning account. And we can go back. We can also now check the subledger account balance. In order to check the subledger or vendor customer account balance, first let's check the vendor balance with FK10N. So we have the vendor, it is 10519. Let's see the balance for 2025. So now we can just see the balance has come. This is for 2025. So it is 3,27,999. So the same balance we can also tally with the previous year closing balance. So it is same 3,27,999. And the last we can check the balance for the customer with every tenant. So we can just see the closing balance for 2024. It is 5,79,800. Now let's see the balance for this year opening balance. We can see it is matching. So it is matching 5,79,800. It is saying that if you are working in the asset accounting, so in the asset accounting you have the option, you can open maximum 2 years. So for example, our current financial year is 2025 and we can open 2024 and 2025. So if you are entering into the 2026, so in that case you need to close the 2024. So for that we can go to the asset accounting transaction code of AACMP, and we can go to the company code 2266, go to the ledger. So in that case we can just, because here it is showing the highest it is showing the highest financial year as 2025, that is the current year. So the close year is 2023. So this is already closed. Okay. So now if you will be entering into the 2026, so based on that, system is going to show you the highest year as 2026, and one more line item will come here. Okay, so what you need to do, you can just select this checkbox. Let's say you are closing this 2024, select the checkbox, and there is a close option. You can click on this close financial year. Okay, likewise, if you want to reopen, so you can also reopen, but as I just shared with you, so maximum we can open 2 years in the asset accounting, this year and previous year. So this thing I have also mentioned, maximum 2 years we can open in the new asset accounting, and the same thing we also have in the ECC. Then the last step, it is saying that in the year-end closing from the controlling side, sometime we need to extend the year. So how we can extend that year? So with the help of transaction code OKQ, we can extend the year. So for example, we have this version 0, and we can go to the left side setting for the each fiscal year, double click on this. We have our controlling area, it is 2266. So we can just see here 2026, sorry, 2025 is there, but in case 2025 is not available, so we can copy from 2024, click on the copy as option, and we can extend this year to the next year. Okay, so for example, if I want to extend to 2030, so my new year is 2030, so I can pick the previous year 2029, and after that click on the copy as option, and we can enter here 2030 and then press enter button and then save it. So this is how we'll be able to extend the controlling area version from to the next year. Okay. So these are the activities we have from the FICO standpoint in the SAP S4HANA.